DeShay. Today is Thursday. Hey everybody, it's Tia DeShay. Today is Thursday, March 24th, 2022. It is 11:42 a.m. This is the 40-day prosperity plan demonstration brought to you by Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies, LLC, an educational component of Tia DeShay, LLC. This video presentation is brought to you by the Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. It is not to be used as a substitute. Purchase the book, read the book in its entirety, and then come back to this video series to supplement what you have read. Once again, this video series is brought to you by the Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. The agenda: protection prayer, meditation, prosperity checklist, statement of principle, gratitude, and resources. Protection prayer by James Freeman. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. Let it be as it was said and written unto you and unto me. Ashe. Amen. It is done. Meditation. Let's breathe in and breathe out 3 times. Exhale. Breathe in again. Exhale. Breathe in again. Exhale. What do I know of God? God is life. Life is omnipresent. All is alive. I see this in the wonders of nature. I see this in myself. I am alive because I am life. My life is God's life. My life is God. I feel my livingness within me. I feel God. My awareness of God is growing. God is love. I feel love in my heart and know that this is the very Spirit of God flowing through my feeling nature. I cannot love without God. I love, therefore I am one with God. My understanding of God is growing. God is wisdom and intelligence. God is mind, and I sense the infinite knowingness of that mind within me. I think, I know, and that with which I think and know is God's mind and expression. My knowledge of God is growing. Where is God? God is where I am. God is what I am. I am an individualization of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within me as me. I am the light of the world. I turn within to the light and say, Thou art the Christ, the Spirit of the living God. You are my spirit, my soul, my body. When I look at thee, I see me, and I listen in the silence for the acknowledgement from within. I am now conscious of God, of my Christ self. I am the Christ of God, the truth of God, the self of God. Through this consciousness of the reality of me, I open the door to spirit. I draw into my mind and feeling nature the wholeness of spirit, the allness of God, and my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. I now know that there is nothing that I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the door of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met, every problem solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here is our prosperity checklist. Is my primary interest in realizing the presence of God, or is it in meeting a financial problem? Am I still concentrating on the effect, money, or am I focusing my attention on cause, spirit? Am I willing to take my stand now and prove God once and for all as my all-sufficiency? Have I devoted the necessary time to meditating on the spirit within as the source of my prosperity? Am I conscious of the inner presence as my abundance? Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply? Am I trying to demonstrate money or develop a greater consciousness of abundance? Have I accepted the truth that the living presence within me is my all-sufficiency and that the activity of this infinite mind is meeting my every need at this moment? Have I identified myself with my all-sufficient self so that I can say with great conviction, I am abundance? Knowing that my consciousness of the indwelling presence is my supply, can I now affirm and believe the truth that I have abundance? Can I see myself fulfilled and enjoying lavish abundance in my life and affairs? Have I truly expressed a feeling of love for the visions of wholeness and completeness that I see in my visualizations? Do I intuitively feel that spirit has manifest at my all-sufficiency, even though the results may still be invisible? Have I spoken the word, it is done? Have I totally surrendered all my needs, desires, fears, and concerns to the presence within? Have I expressed a deep sense of gratitude to the spirit within before my good comes forth into visible manifestation? Is my heart overflowing with thankfulness and joy the majority of my waking hours? Am I listening to the voice within for guidance and instructions regarding any action that I undertake in the outer world? Am I following thought with that action? Have I totally forgiven everyone and everything in my consciousness? Am I practicing unconditional love with everyone in my life? Have I maintained a state of secrecy regarding the use of spiritual principles in the demonstration of my supply? Knowing the reality within all and the truth about all, can I see everyone on this planet as abundantly supplied with every good thing, regardless of appearance? Do I desire for everyone else that which I desire for myself? Am I a joyful giver? Do I freely share my money on a regular basis, knowing that as I give, so shall I receive, pressed down and running over? Have I done all that I can do to improve my relationship with my children? In my personal relationship with my mate or love partner, do I care more about his or her feelings and welfare than I do my own? Am I working to overcome any problems related to my sex life? Am I involved in a meaningful activity for creative self-expression? Am I working on my life plan to see myself as whole and complete in every area of my life? The more questions you have answered yes, the richer you are in mind and manifestation. Statement of Principle, Day 13. I am conscious of the inner presence as my lavish abundance. I am conscious of the constant activity of this mind of infinite prosperity. Therefore, my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. I would like to focus on the second sentence. I am conscious of the constant activity of this mind of infinite prosperity. When you become conscious of the constant activity of the divine mind within you, you begin to take action on those or on the activity. Like when you become conscious that there's constant activity going on within you, going on within the divine mind within you that you are connected to, that you are a part of, then you start taking notes. That's what I want to say. You start taking notes. You understand that this activity that's going on inside of you is not mindless, busy activity. It is activity with purpose, and it is activity with intent. So when you become conscious of that, you start paying more attention. You become more aware. And you start taking notes to see how that activity is meant to unfold in your present 3D physical life. That's what it means by being conscious of the constant activity of this mind of infinite prosperity. See, the thing is, we become so distracted on the things of this world. We become so distracted on what's going on in the news, in our families, in our neighborhoods, with our children, with our spouses, with our lovers, at our jobs. And it takes our focus away from the activity within us. And the activity within us, if we would focus and tune into the activity within us, the divine mind activity within us, we would see that all of our answers are within there. Our problems are solved. Our answers are within. Because that activity is just not haphazard. It's just not willy-nilly. It is intentional. And then we'll realize that we'll start becoming aware of how the outside activity is serving as a distraction to keep us from being focused being focused to the inside activity. That's why meditation is important, just being quiet and listening to within. That's why the world is set up to keep us so busy, so engaged, so ripping and running, so that we don't focus on the constant activity of the divine mind within us that is infinite prosperity. So once again, the statement of principle, day 13, I am conscious of the inner presence as my lavish abundance. I am conscious of the constant activity of this mind of infinite prosperity. Therefore, my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. Anything outside of yourself that does not reflect the inner presence within you is not truth. But yet, we need that duality in order to recognize and be aware of truth. We need lies, we need darkness in order to recognize light and truth. So this world that we live in serves a purpose. It helps us to navigate the duality of all things, including us. We need the dark and the lies in order to appreciate and be conscious and to live in the light and the truth. Once you get enough of those lies and the darkness, once you get tired of living in the lies and the darkness, then you'll start paying more attention to the truth and the light within you. But you got to get tired. You got to say enough is enough. No one else can do that for you. And unfortunately, or it could be just that's their path and what they have decided to do in this lifetime. But there are a lot of people who will live and die in the darkness and in the lie. And they will be okay with that. They won't want anything more or better. They will operate in the light, in the dark and the lies for as long as they're on this planet in this lifetime, and they're okay with that. They'll stay in that comfort zone, and that's okay. But I can pretty much guarantee you, if you are listening to the sound of my voice right now, that is not you. You want something more. You know that there is something more than the lies and the darkness that's being presented to you on an everyday basis. So it is with immense gratitude that I thank you for allowing Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies to assist you or in assisting you with your transformation. I don't take this lightly, because what's on the other side of this is amazing. And I know that if it just reaches one person, that one person is connected to generations. And resources, if you would like to utilize any of my services, you can go to tiadeshay.com. I offer personal development sessions for 60 minutes. It's $150 for 60 minutes, and I use divination to help you transform yourself on a physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional level. I also offer business services. If you are a business, whether it's education or any other type of industry, I help you transform your business or your classroom or your school using spiritual and metaphysical content and resources and tools to help transform your work environment and to transform you as a leader on a spiritual, mental, and physical and emotional level using spiritual practices, tools, and resources. I also offer candle services where I use candle alchemy to help transform, change, challenge, and heal your life. All those services are available on tiadeshay.com. I have an app, Mirror Moments app, on iOS and Android. If you want to know anything about metaphysics, about alchemy, about hoodoo, if you want to purchase items, spiritual resources, tools, take classes, I download or upload messages that I receive from Spirit. I do divination on there, provide you with card messages. It's just so much information on the app. I love the app. It's right there at your fingertips anytime you want to be connected with Spirit. I am a instructor on Udemy. Just type in Reverend Deandra Averhart, and I offer courses to help you change, challenge, and heal your life. You will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, the knowledge that I have, that I'm giving, that I'm sharing with the world will change you. I know this because it has changed my life. I would have never thought in a million years I would be doing this. But I know what it does because I do it. I practice it. I apply it to my life. So I'm not presenting this information because it's just a trend and something to do. No, this is what I've been called to do, and it works. It works in every area of your life, from relationships to your business, to your money, to your finances, to your mental health. It works. It works if you work it. You have to put in the work. I give you the tools and resources that you need to transform your life. But all I'm here to do is to give you the tools and the resources. I can show you how to use them, but I cannot make you use them. I can only show you how to use them. It's up to you to actually use them. And I'm also a writer and author. I have books on Amazon, Lulu, Barnes and Noble. But if you go to Amazon and you type in Tia DeShay, you will see my books. So I'm here to serve. My gifts are here to serve, to change, challenge, transform generations. Everyone who has utilized my services and did the work can honestly testify that they have seen changes in their life. So until tomorrow, be blessed.